Dear cherished child, the moment you encountered this title, your heart sensed something unusual. Tomorrow is not merely another day marked on a calendar, it is a pivotal moment that will catch you off guard. A woman, a figure whose name has lingered near your destiny for years, has made her choice. She is en route to your residence, and once she crosses the threshold, your life will irrevocably change. This is not mere coincidence or a figment of imagination, rather, it is an orchestration of fate, carefully crafted in the background while you concentrated on mere survival. Although you may not know her yet, she possesses a profound understanding of you, one that is deep, painful, and complete. Pay attention, for the universe has become unmistakably clear in its message. This woman carries a truth of such weight that it may either restore what you have lost or dismantle the very foundations you have been trying to uphold. She has not traversed your memories, your dialogues, or your aspiration simply to remain silent. She comes with purpose, a narrative left unfinished, a confession, a resolution capable of transforming your entire emotional landscape. At this moment, if you were to pause, your body would already be attuned to the impending change. Your breath may quicken, and your heart may constrict, for deep within you, there lies a recognition of who she could be. What remains unknown is that her journey towards you began long before the advent of tomorrow. There were signs, fleeting thoughts of an unacquainted person, sudden waves of restlessness, an inexplicable urge to check the doorway, even in solitude. This was not mere paranoia, rather, it was preparation. The universe does not issue warnings without intent. This visit is neither spontaneous nor casual, the decision to come was made long ago, and tomorrow is simply the day she will arrive to reclaim the promise of fate. For months, she has observed your life unfold from a distance, awaiting the precise moment when you would be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually ready. She understands your struggles, your disappointments, and the facade you maintain while your heart yearns for relief. She knows that you deserve answers, closure, direction, something tangible, honest, something that won't vanish when you reach for it. And tomorrow, she carries that with her. Not as a threat, nor as a warning, but as a crucial truth you were destined to confront. When tomorrow arrives, as the clock signals an unexpected hour, the doorbell will chime. In that fleeting moment, your world will still, and your soul will respond with swiftness, quicker than your consciousness. For all this time, you have been waiting for her arrival without fully comprehending it. This woman is not coming to take from you. She is coming to elucidate the reasons she was destined to find you at this precise juncture in your life. The singular question remains: are you prepared to receive her message? Before anything else, it is imperative to comprehend that tomorrow was not chosen arbitrarily. It was selected in recognition of an internal shift within you. Remain with me, for what I am about to disclose will challenge the validity of every curious emotion you have been dismissing. This woman did not simply decide to visit, she has been rehearsing this moment for weeks, contemplating every word, every breath, and every conceivable reaction you may exhibit. She is terrified, not of you, but of the truth she carries. For once it escapes her lips, there will be no retreat, no feigning ignorance, no reverting to the previous state of your existence. Although you may not immediately recognize her, your soul will. A silent, unfinished connection exists between you, one that has never been vocalized. She is aware of the pain you conceal behind closed doors, the questions you have hesitated to ask aloud, the loneliness you pretend is non-existent. Tomorrow, she will arrive bearing the answers you seek. She has watched your trials from a distance, feeling the urge to intervene, yet waiting for the opportune moment. That moment is now, for the universe will not allow you to stride into the future burdened by wounds that were never meant to be yours. Herein lies the aspect that may unsettle you: she does not come alone. She bears something emblematic, something tangible, something that will instantly quicken your pulse. Perhaps it is a letter, a photograph, a long-forgotten object, or a truth once buried by another. Regardless of what it is, it belongs to you and holds the essential piece of a narrative you have yet to fully grasp. Pay attention to this detail: her purpose is not confrontation, retribution, or devastation. Rather, it is revelation. She arrives to restore what fate owed you, something that has been taken, hidden, or postponed for far too long. Tonight, you may experience an unshakable restlessness, unaware of its source. Your intuition will resonate more prominently than usual, your senses will be heightened, and your mind will find it difficult to settle. This is not anxiety, it is preparation. Your spirit is already aware that a turning point lies ahead. As tomorrow approaches and you hear footsteps or sense someone lurking behind the veil of silence, do not panic. This moment was ordained for you long before you learned the art of dreaming. You were meant to hear her narrative because it is more entwined with yours than you might think. So, remain with me until the conclusion, for the universe does not send her to test you, but rather to unveil the reasons you were chosen, why you endured all that you have, and why fate has awaited this very moment. When she appears, you will come to understand that tomorrow is not a warning, it is an awakening. Understand this: there is no reason for the universe to position someone so close to your doorstep unless your life stands in anticipation of transformation. This woman is not approaching you out of curiosity or chance. She possesses a truth potent enough to reshape your future, and she has spent countless nights contemplating whether you possess the strength to receive it. The reason tomorrow is the chosen moment is that fate has finally whispered, now. Deep within your being, you already sense this shift. Your emotions have grown heavier, your thoughts more intense, and your dreams strangely vivid. Nothing about this moment is coincidental. She has spent months gathering courage, acknowledging signs, replaying memories you may not even know you share. Someone once cautioned her against revealing this truth, convinced it would bring destruction. Yet she believes the opposite: she believes it will liberate you. She has witnessed how life has tested your resilience, how individuals have entered and exited your life without explanation, and how you have had to reconstruct your identity without guidance. She is aware of the silent heartaches, the unvoiced disappointments, and the promises that were never fulfilled. Tomorrow, she will bring clarity to where confusion once lingered. Prepare yourself, for truth often arrives with profound impact. What may astonish you most is not her arrival, but the rationale behind it. She is not coming to apologize, demand explanations, or reopen old wounds. Rather, she is coming because someone from your past entrusted her with a message intended solely for you. A memory, a message, or a secret fiercely guarded throughout time. She carries evidence, tangible, irrefutable, and life-altering evidence. When she finally presents it to you, your world will come to a crawl. Your heartbeat will adjust, and every question you have wrestled with in silence will suddenly become clear. That moment will feel like destiny reaching out to touch your shoulder. Tonight, as you go about your routine, she will be en route, burdened with emotions she can no longer suppress. Her journey is neither silent nor effortless. Every mile traveled feels like a struggle between trepidation and destiny. She glances at the object she carries for you, contemplating your likely reaction upon receiving it. She insists on rehearsing her opening statement, hoping to maintain composure before she speaks, for she understands the truth she bears possesses the capacity to redefine not just your tomorrow, but also your entire self-perception and the narrative of your life. What may shock you most is the knowledge that someone dissuaded her from coming. Someone pleaded with her to remain silent, to blend into the shadows, to let your life persist as it has. This indicates that the truth she embodies does not merely reveal, it exposes. It threatens an individual somewhere who is wary of what you might discover upon hearing her tale. This is precisely why she has chosen to keep her destination secret. She travels in silence, safeguarding the truth like a delicate flame, terrified that if any external forces intervene, destiny may unravel before it reaches your threshold. Yet an undeniable force greater than fear propels her forward, an inexplicable connection to you. At this moment, she reflects on the instant she first learned of you. Your name, your visage, your history. It was neither trivial nor coincidental. It struck her like a bolt of lightning, instant, unmistakable, and unforgettable. Since that moment, she has borne a responsibility that does not belong to her, yet she has accepted it because fate appointed her as its envoy. She envisions the look of astonishment in your eyes when the truth is finally disclosed, initially shock, followed by disbelief, and eventually a profound sense of recognition, for deep within, you have always sensed something was absent, concealed, incomplete. Tomorrow, the missing piece will emerge. Upon awakening, you may feel transformed, more attuned, more perceptive, more connected to something ethereal. What you are experiencing is no mere coincidence, rather, it represents a profound alignment. The energy surrounding you is poised to shift, enveloping you in a weighty yet comforting atmosphere, as if the universe is meticulously preparing you for what is to come. You may find yourself inexplicably drawn to a door or encounter recurring symbols, numerical sequences, names, specific locations, or even memories that surge to the surface unexpectedly. These occurrences are not arbitrary. They serve as reminders that tomorrow marks a pivotal moment in your journey. Once she arrives, your past life will be irretrievably altered. The trajectory of your narrative is already tilting toward revelation. Therefore, when the knock resonates through your residence, take a moment. Allow the moment to unfold, observe your surroundings with an acute awareness. Embrace this iteration of your life, a life characterized by tranquility, certainty, and unaccomplished potential, for its existence is fleeting. Beyond that closed door awaits a woman who carries the truth that the universe has entrusted solely to her. Upon your opening of the door, destiny will not linger, it will enter your life without hesitation. There is something awe-inspiring about the final hours preceding the arrival of destiny. While they may seem ordinary on the surface, each passing second subtly reconfigures your existence. As the impending hour draws near, she envisions your possible reactions, pondering whether you will embrace her presence, question her intentions, or remain frozen in disbelief. Her arrival is not intended to disrupt your peace, rather, she is drawn forth by the demands of your narrative, seeking to provide closure, lucidity, and truth. She understands the weight of those unasked questions you have been bearing, questions that you have masqueraded as inconsequential. Yet, tomorrow, she will lift those burdens from your shoulders with a singular, transformative statement. That moment will upend everything you believed about your past, present, and future. Even now, she possesses an object that intimately connects you to, an undeniable piece of evidence that fate has refused to allow to vanish. It has traversed the barriers of time, distance, and silence, existing solely to reach you at this juncture. The instant she places it into your hands, a profound change will pulse through your heart. Memories you have not personally experienced will evoke a sense of familiarity, and emotions previously ungrasped will achieve sudden clarity. You will come to realize that the truth has never tarried, it has arrived precisely when your spirit was prepared to accept it. This is why tomorrow is significant, it transcends mere chronology. It's a watershed moment inscribed in your life's timeline long before you cultivated the capacity for hope. However, herein lies an unexpected revelation that destiny has withheld until now. The path leading to her was being sculpted long before she decided to embark on this journey. Every departure, every missed opportunity, and every unresolved query have quietly paved the way for this momentous revelation. Your encounter is destined to occur not in a phase of desperation, but in one of readiness. She does not arrive as a savior, a mere stranger, or a threat. Instead, she is the essential link, the overlooked chapter of your existence, and the vital connection between your former self and the person you are about to become. And when your gazes finally intersect, the universe will take a collective breath. In this moment, she harbors deep trepidation, not from the fear of your reaction, but from her understanding of the gravity of truth. She realizes that once she utters her words, there will be no retreat. You cannot unhear, dismiss, or evade the truth. She has safeguarded this secret with utmost care, as one would protect a delicate crystal, guarding it through tempests, doubts, and sleepless nights, driven by the belief that you are deserving of answers rather than silence. She is committed to ensuring that your heart experiences liberation instead of confusion, and tomorrow, for the first time, you will be privy to the complete narrative, unfiltered, unapologetic, unstoppable. The truth she brings is not a menace, rather, it embodies the liberation waiting at your doorstep. Prepare yourself not through trepidation, but with a heightened sense of awareness. Attune yourself to the ambience, the energy, and the subtle signals that weave through your day. When the doorbell tolls tomorrow, time will elongate, and instinct, rather than reason, will guide your actions. No confirmation or justification will be necessary. Your soul will instinctively recognize her, for the woman arriving at your threshold is not a mere coincidence, she is destiny arriving precisely as it should. What remains undiscovered is that the universe has been meticulously preparing both of you for this encounter long before tomorrow materialized on the horizon. Each delay, each unexpected silence, each closed door in your life served a purpose, to guide you toward the truth she carries. She did not embark on this journey by chance, she chose it because she finally comprehended that destiny does not adhere to decorum, it demands bold action. As she arranges her belongings tonight, her hands tremble not from fear, but from the weight of what she is about to disclose. She understands that once she steps onto your path, your life story will cease to hinge on uncertainty. Currently, she gazes at a photograph she has safeguarded for years, scrutinizing every detail and contemplating how to articulate the connection binding it to you. That image is not merely a memory, it serves as a guiding map leading directly to you. Someone once attempted to annihilate it, to erase it, to bury it, yet it endured, destined to locate you. She knows that the moment you behold it, a flood of nameless emotions will rise to the surface: shock, confusion, recognition. Your heart will communicate before your voice can articulate a thought, for some truths transcend the limitations of language. And tomorrow, she is prepared to place that undeniable evidence into your hands. What weighs on her most is not your reaction, it is the silence that may ensue afterward, the pause you take as you determine whether to invite her in or to reject the encroachment of destiny. She has envisaged every conceivable outcome: your disbelief, your tears, your mental numbness, your rage, your relief. Yet she continues to advance towards you, compelled by something greater than both of you, urging the unfolding of this chapter. Her objective is not to disrupt your existence, rather, it is to interlink the threads that fate has meticulously stitched into unintended places. Once she speaks, you will grasp that none of your suffering has been in vain. Tomorrow, as the morning light permeates your home, pay heed to the subtle alterations in the atmosphere. Objects may seem to weigh heavier, time may progress at a crawl, and familiar sounds may inadvertently fade into the background. This is a reflection of energy recognizing impending change, long before human cognition can comprehend. You might feel an instinctive urge to tidy up, to rearrange, to prepare without understanding why. Such impulses are not mere coincidence, they represent your soul endeavoring to make room for profound revelation. And at that very moment, she will pause in her journey, sensing that you have already begun to anticipate her arrival, two lives converging in silence. Therefore, when the knock finally comes, do not assume it is routine. Take a moment before you answer the door. Breathe, absorb your surroundings, and listen. This is not an ordinary visitor, it represents the turning point your spirit has yearned for. Standing on the other side is a woman holding the truth you were destined to uncover. Upon her crossing that threshold, your life will not merely continue, it will commence anew. As the final hours elapse before tomorrow unfolds, an unusual phenomenon will manifest around you. Subtle, nearly imperceptible shifts will occur, strange flickers of light, a sudden chill in the air, fragments of memories unexpectedly resurfacing. These are not mere coincidences, they are spiritual signals, the universe optimizing energy, preparing your environment for the truth that is set to step through your door. Unbeknownst to you, you have already begun anticipating her presence. Your thoughts will meander toward possibilities previously unconsidered. Your senses will sharpen, and your intuition will amplify. Destiny is tightening its hold, guiding you precisely to the position you need to occupy when that knock resonates within your home. Meanwhile, she finds herself in an unfamiliar space, quietly collecting her breath, summoning the courage she never thought would be necessary. Her heart races with each fleeting second, as she acknowledges that tomorrow will alter not just your life, but hers as well. She continually touches the object she brings along, fearful of its loss, apprehensive about its revelation, and uncertain of the impact once it's entrusted to you. She whispers quiet affirmations to herself, reminding herself of the necessity of following through. This mission neither chose her in haste. It was her destiny's claim. And the weight of that commitment looms heavier tonight than ever before. Yet, she advances, aware that destiny punishes those who flee from truth. There is an aspect you have not yet grasped. Her arrival was not orchestrated in recent times, it was initiated the very first time life left you feeling shattered. The earliest moment of abandonment, misunderstanding, or betrayal heralded her eventual appearance, meant to arise only after you persevered through what could have consumed you. Now, she bears the crucial explanations, the concealed context behind every grief, every perplexity, every unresolved question. She is not returning to reopen wounds. Rather, she comes to illuminate the reason for their existence. Tomorrow, when she finally articulates her truth, you will recognize that life was never an adversary. Instead, it was gradually, painfully, and deliberately positioning you for this precise revelation. If tonight you find yourself awake, unable to rest, do not panic, that restlessness signifies alignment. Your soul is sensing the draw of something imminent, something unavoidable, something overdue. You might perceive footsteps echoing in the silence, a presence lingering just beyond sight, or a name reverberating in your thoughts unexpectedly. This is not mere imagination, it is intuition harmonizing with destiny. The universe is ensuring that you do not disregard tomorrow, for once she arrives, you will have no time to prepare emotionally. The truth does not seek approval, it enters unannounced, sits down, and insists upon recognition, and your heart will acknowledge it even before your mind formulates a query. So, when dawn finally breaks and sunlight graces your window, take a moment to pause before commencing your day. Survey your surroundings, inhale deeply, and acknowledge this moment. It is the final morning of your previous existence. By the time tomorrow concludes, confusion will yield to answers. Fear will dissolve into clarity. Uncertainty will give way to peace. When she stands at your doorstep, her eyes reflecting the truth she has carried across time and distance, you will comprehend why the universe refused to allow her silence any longer. The woman approaching your home tomorrow is not merely a visitor, she is the revelation your narrative has long awaited. There exists a fleeting moment right before destiny arrives when time seems to hold its breath, waiting for your recognition. That moment has already begun. You may perceive it in the unexplained rhythm of your heartbeat or in how your familiar surroundings acquire an unfamiliar aura, like a stage preparing for its climactic scene. The atmosphere enveloping you bears a certain awareness, an unspoken pressure, an electric undercurrent that forbids you from feeling at peace. Tomorrow, the truth you never sought will finally pursue you, and once it enters your life, it will not depart quietly. It will demand acknowledgement, acceptance, and transformation. While you traverse your daily routines oblivious to the impending shift, she sits in solitude, gazing out a window, contemplating the promise she made to share the truth, no matter how burdensome it may be. She is no longer evading her destiny, she is not holding back. She has fully accepted that her life will transmute once she gazes into your eyes. She is driven by a desire to offer you not just answers, but a complete story. This is why she cannot afford to delay for even a moment longer. The item she possesses, intricately linked to your narrative, rests securely in her hands, meticulously wrapped as if it contains a universe within. In a sense, it truly does. There was once a time when she believed that another would unveil this reality, that fate would dispatch a different messenger. Yet, destiny selected her for this purpose, and now she comprehends the rationale behind it. She perceived what others chose to ignore, safeguarding what others deemed inconsequential. She bore a weight that was not originally hers, fully aware that, in time, it would pave the path to your liberation. Each sleepless night, every moment of doubt, and every emotional upheaval has culminated in this pivotal instant. And tomorrow, as she stands at your threshold, the universe will finally bestow recognition upon both her bravery and yours. Unbeknownst to you, you too have been waiting, yearning for life to clarify its intentions. This evening, you may feel a pair of unseen eyes watching over you, neither menacing nor intrusive, but rather vigilant, ensuring that nothing disrupts the arrival of the truth. You may begin to notice recurring signs, symbols, names, or events that strike you as intentional. Pay heed to them. These messages are not warnings, they are affirmations. The universe wishes for you to be prepared, not frightened or overwhelmed, but poised to embrace what is destined for you. Your spirit already anticipates the forthcoming truth, which is why you experience a strange sense of calm intertwined with restlessness, as though your soul is poised at the threshold before your body can catch up. Therefore, when tomorrow arrives and the world feels somewhat heavier, and the silence before the knock extends indefinitely, trust in it. Do not rush, question, or withdraw. Open the door with mindfulness, for the woman who stands before you is not a harbinger of chaos. She is here to bring resolution. Her purpose is not to alter who you are, it is to unveil the person you were always destined to become. When she finally utters your name, every hardship, every delay, and every instance of confusion will suddenly align into perfect, undeniable clarity.